Days Vault, my fellow gamers. It has been a minute. I hit a funk, painting and assembling funk and stuff like that, so I've been playing Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Just, you know how it is, you gotta switch gears. But I found something online, this beauty right here, and it's kind of getting my gears working back again. So here, you guys can see it in shrink wrap. Oh man. So for the Maelstrom, a shard Eradicator, mint in box. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. The only hurt on it is this little bit of hurt right there. That's it. That's not bad. Part of me really wants to keep it in the shrink because it makes it just that much more of a beautiful, beautiful thing. But another part of me wants to look at it again. I played this thing back in the late 90s when it came out. I was really waiting for this thing to come out. What we're talking about, you know, FOSSA. This is actually Reaper Miniatures. Old school Reaper Miniatures. So FOSSA Corporation in conjunction with Reaper Miniatures. You can still buy these on Iron Wind models. You have to buy them separately. So this is the traveling one when it's going kind of quickly over the ground, and then this is, you know, it's unfolded. Do they call it unfolded here? I'm not sure, but yeah, this thing is sick. It was sick in the game, and it was just one of those extremely awesome models. Really, really big, and this box is extremely heavy. So I really am very, very happy to find it shrink in the box. So I think what we will do, we will open it. We will. It kind of hurts to do that because the shrink is so fine. But I'd like to look at it again. If I'm not mistaken, this is metal as well, this little flight stand. I could be mistaken, but the bases were all the same, plastic bases. I've, you know, been tempted looking at online and whatnot. eBay, you know, some Cape Fear games came out. They have a bunch of Fire Gut models, the Growlers that came with Vor. And I played Growlers initially because that's what the starter box came out with. But I quickly switched to Shard. I just, all gem crystalline models. It's just awesome. So I don't think it's practical for me to, you know, collect a whole army now. I mean, it's like over $200 if I were to go through Iron Wind models. And honestly, you can't find this stuff on eBay for very good prices versus Iron Wind models. I was lucky. This was actually under the Iron Wind models price. And the main thing I got with it was the box art with the paint job. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's what I wanted. It's gonna sit next to my Wolfen in box, my Warg model. I think it's the Waning Moon model that I have from Confrontation. But let's crack this ancient beauty open. Oh, still in shrink. So do this with an X-Acto. Treat it with proper respect. Don't rip my box, man. That should be enough of a line. And yeah, why didn't I go with the damage part? I don't know. It hurts me to do this. But, man. I mean, usually I rip it off and I say it's so satisfying, but I can't help but to feel that I've diminished the value of this. It's so nice. Let's do one of these. Oh, it was upside down. Oh, yeah. FOSSA, let me see. The lip is this way. Oh, look at that. Raoul Partha Miniatures. Okay, Raoul Partha, not... Did I say Reaper earlier? Stand corrected, Raoul Partha. Man, Raoul Partha made some good stuff. Not Reaper. look at that. You've got the little metally bits. I mean, think about this. This thing came off the production line in the late 90s, and these things have been sitting in situ for so long. At the point of recording, it is September 2023. You know, love these big chunks of foam. Okay, cool. And I do remember this. It was in separate chunks to kind of keep them from banging up against each other. So here, I have like the head piece there. And the arms, the weapon arms. Ah, such a chunk. I mean, look how big those things are. What is this? 2000? FASA? This thing came out at 2000? Copyright 2000. That's weird. That's weird. My memory is faulty. But yeah, I remember the late 90s, but I guess it had gone around to the 2000s by then. So a 23-year-old model makes the math easy. And we have some legs. The legs, see, that's a ball and joint leg, but this one is a post and joint, a post, and it also has a flat side to the top of it. So clearly that went in a different spot. And then we're looking at two other legs here in this. That one has another post. I think the posts were all on one side, ball and joint on the other. There's the ball, and then a flat spot. Am I going to... Oh, now see? Memory serves me right. Yes. Yes. It's gratifying. I messed up on the Reaper versus Ralpartha, but I got the post. Awesome. And we had another leg there, and that one was a ball and joint leg. No oxidation on this at all, which is very nice. And we're going to move over here. Okay, chunky. All right, the main body of the big boy right there. Let's see. The mold line runs through one of the ball joint pieces. And then the other side, you got a specific post up here, and then more ball joints. Oh, the ends are posts. The end ones are posts. And then you got a smaller ball joint and a larger ball joint, if you can tell the difference there. So that's how they differentiate it. Nowadays, they would make more of a differentiation on these. They would actually go in and number them on the inside. I think there's several modern plastic models like that, but not these old school hand sculpted bad boys. Man, awesome. Not one bit of oxidation. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a little bit. Oh yeah, man, look at these big chunks of flash that are in there. Ooh, and that chunk of flash is pretty epic. That could be a model all on its own. So fantastic. Just right there is where you'd put that metal stand and have it, oh Lord of mercy, have it float. Wah, 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 wah. It's kind of amusing that they put two bases in here, because I don't think that there's a way in Hades that broad base is going to fit on this, unless I got mad lucky and I got two bases. But if you look at the circumference of that base, there's no, I mean, you're just going to fit it right under there, and he's going to fit right on top. So it's goofy. Maybe in gameplay, this could be an extra. You can set it down and say, okay, this is the base that he's actually standing in. This is what you can attack in hand-to-hand combat. Been a while since I've looked at the Vor the Maelstrom rules. Oh man, inspected by Packer 10. This dude's been out of work for 23 years. Okay, did I get any goodies in here? It doesn't feel like it. No, there's no booklet back there. There's no little bitty catalog. I just have the inspector number. Thank you, Inspector Packer, number 10. I appreciate you, whoever you are. I'm sorry you don't have a name. You're just a number. Man, man, I didn't want to open it, but I'm very glad that I opened it. You know, that can put a window out. That's just so nice and so big. The Eradicator. And it stands so heavy on the battlefield. Like, you know, I mean, you've got big growlers and stuff like that. And this is about the size of a one-horn growler, which is like a tween growler, teenager. But, yeah, this has some heft to it. Ooh, and those Shard, they weren't playing around either. Let me see here. They did an excellent job preserving the metal pieces. You know, they did an excellent job in separating them, making sure that they didn't beat each other up. Yeah, that's what's up. I think, am I shorted a leg? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! There's definitely 6 legs that go on here, and I have 5. Screw you, pal. Number 10, you're worthless. Oh, you couldn't count, dude? Okay. So with the leg clearly missing, I have a mispack. And now, it puts me in a situation that I would have to go to Iron Wind Models, buy the folded out version, which is like, oh my gosh, like $25 by itself. And then, oh, wait a minute. It was stuck to the bottom piece of the foam. Oh, I take it back, number 10. I take it back. Oh, man. Yeah, it was almost a tragedy. Not that I plan on putting it together. I'm going to leave it in the box. I'm going to leave it in this condition. I almost had a cow. I was having a cow. Yeah. All right, good. The numbers match up. I was in the blissful moment of unboxing, and then my math kicked in. All 6. Whew, man, that was close. That was close. Okay. Well, that's now, the craftsmanship, all right, let's be a little fair. It was a long time ago, and everything was hand sculpted. But look at the end of that. Can't you just imagine that as a green putty, and then them taking a ballpoint pen and shoving it in there multiple times to make those little like barrel type things? It is so rough. It's just a little indent with a ballpoint pen. That's all it is. Just stab, 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 stab. Very, very rough. It's funny. But for a model this old, you know, not too bad, I guess. It's not too good either. It's not as crisp. Like, oh, this is very, very rounded for a crystalline type structure. Everything's pretty rounded and not as defined and sharp as what you would expect. It would be interesting to see if anybody off Etsy or whatnot would take it upon themselves to do a resculpt of any of this stuff. It doesn't have the fan base for it, but it would be nice to see for those of us that would be interested in a crisp, clean model. Man, okay, and now I know mine is 100% complete. It's a nice Real Partha Miniatures. Flip it over. Oh, FASA Corporation. I miss you, FASA. Come back. Please. Finish your great work. And that's one thing about the excellent artwork. That poster is amazing. I've been thinking about purchasing it and hanging it up in my house because it's really most excellent. Very, very excellent. So, I do have some things in the future here. I'm actually going to slow grow some BattleTech. I'll be able to play actually over the phone with my friends since it's hex based. I'll be able to do that, but that's for another video. If you guys want to see more Vor stuff, let me know, because I'm on the fence of purchasing some fire guts and getting a forest going. We'll see, but I'm thinking fire guts, and it would be nice to revisit my first love, the Shard. I really liked them. Anyway, and I'll do some update videos with like the Yoder's encounter. I've been doing a little bit of work on that. Actually, it looks very good, to be honest with you. And I've been doing some work on a pumpkin patch. There's the start of it right there. It's looking pretty awesome. And my pumpkins I'm finishing up now. So, you guys take it easy, and I will talk to you on the next one. Carry your lays on.